All right, all right, all right. So like I said, we back. They don't want us to say his name. They don't want to say Ronnie. Everything is energetic, right? But God already told me it's all good. It's all good, love. All right, so welcome back. We back. We back, and I'm back at it. Um, where are they shooting on? Where they shooting on? Oh, they outside shooting. Oh, they outside shooting, y'all. Oh my goodness, I gotta cause oh Jesus Christ, it could be fireworks. I might have to turn my scanner on. Hold on, I may got this. What I be saying when I that's why I couldn't come yesterday. This stuff just be happening in the work I do. Like I have to. So who is that? You know why he's screaming though? Oh my goodness, what they got going on? What do they have going on? If I want to turn my scanner on so bad. Oh, them is fireworks. All right. Anyways, hey girl, hey, we back. Picking up like we never left off. Like I said, they don't you see the distraction? Do you see the distraction? Right? Do you see the interference? But the truth still gonna come out. I know, and now I gotta know. I know I have to move my times back to like 8 o'clock. It's just like I guess when people come home, like everybody after 5, everybody's coming home. And so I guess everybody's drawing on the internet. So it's usually like around like 6 to 8 o'clock, or 6 to 7:45. My internet start crazy, acting crazy. But we back, we live, with another one. And so let's go ahead and talk about what Carissa said because I just can't. It don't sit right with me for some reason. Like them, I don't know. As a babysitter, yes, that's cool, I guess. But to be like, that's his great grandmother, and we know the DNA test wasn't real. I'm not going over it again. Y'all know, keep it respectful in my comments. That's all I ask. And I really feel as though like this, and I was brave for a second, and I said it's something about Ronnie Jr. Because at this point, I feel like I could call him Ronnie Jr. You know what I'm saying? And so that way I don't have to say her name. And so that way they can't get our channel mixed up with, oh, y'all just want to talk about, oh girl, y'all can woo woo. And oh wow. I believe that. I believe that stole his whole swag. Stole everything about him. But I think we just gonna move and it I put the comma behind Ronnie because it's something about Ronnie and himself. It was something about him, but then it was also like it was just like a little wordplay. You know what I'm saying? It was a little wordplay. But I really feel like it's safe enough to be like that's Ronnie Jr. And so moving forward, that way so we don't have to say old girl name. People can't get it misunderstood what it is. All right. I went and looked back up Kron's videos. Girl, she been acting like him. Took his whole swag. Took his whole swag. And I didn't they like you ain't got no talent. Find out something else to do. This girl didn't write none of her 2 songs. But she put out like 2, 3 songs. And the Yahweh song, she stole it. And somebody else wrote that. And Blue wrote the other one. And then Malibu wrote the other one. But it's not about her, it's about Karan. This is about Karan. I don't really if you look at her, it doesn't give like grandma, great grandma. It just kind of give like okay, this what we doing. It kind of just give like this what we doing. I want y'all to look at Ronnie. You see how his nose is, and we was talking about that, and I said I want to do kind of a side by side. We also gonna do like a side by side, like when Ronnie was a kid. But it's hard because he only got like 2 to 3 photos out there, and they all look like real blurry, and I can't fix it. It's like however it was posted blurry, and I tried adding light into it, but it made it even worse. But I just always just like, everybody's saying it. Look at them guys. And I feel like he shares both of their nose, like right here. Like he kind of looked like her in the mouth. It's like you was to cover his eyes. He looked like, I'm not saying he don't look like her, but in the same breath, he looked like his dad. Like look at this. Like right here, he looked like her. I don't know if there was a filter on this photo. I don't know. Because she usually uses filters. She uses a lot of filters. And so I be having to look at my internet box like Samuel L. Jackson in that one movie. Like, don't you play with me. And let look about this move this so where I can see it. And sometimes it be getting hot, but I just look at his like their nose is built different. It just doesn't give great grand. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Maybe I'm studying too deep into it. But I just kind of feel like it just don't add up. It don't match. It just don't match for me. And so let's start getting into these videos. Well, actually, I want to talk about Carissa. Carissa had a lot to say. And it's very important. I don't really think she just saying it out of spite. I think she's saying it like just for it to be said, like for y'all to know, people to know, like this ain't on me. And she been said this ain't on me. She said yes, we absolutely would rather her baby be with my estranged family than with others. Still claiming him, not really claiming him. Cause I feel, no, that was that's some they playing. They gonna have the police over here all night. Um, rather than the baby be with my estranged family than with others. So thank you to my mom for taking the time to see about my son's baby, not my grandchild, but about my son's baby while he is gone. I'm all for the best interest of any child, even if the best interest isn't, even if the best isn't my idea of the best. She's very relatable because she smoked drugs while pregnant. Now, I Tony, please make sure y'all smash that like button. Look, I want to show you guys the comment section from last night's video. And these people is so mad at us. And I'm not understanding exactly what we did. We didn't curse nobody. We didn't say anything. We wasn't hating on her. We was literally just talking about Ronnie and what happened to him and what we think could happen, and you know what I'm saying? Things like that, right? Let me share this with y'all. Cause she said I could, and I got permission. You're gonna see she said I could. And so welcome. I don't know, and Seven, tell me. Cause is is this the same lady from the other night? Because I'm not sure. I didn't have time to go and look at the other videos. When I tell y'all, it took me so long to respond to y'all comments. The comments was going crazy. The comments was going wild. We had so many comments. We have almost 100 comments from last night. And I wanted to respond to each and every one of them. And if I didn't get a chance to respond to you just yet, I will. All I want to do is say thank you to the people who are not afraid to speak what they feel is the truth, for having their own mind, for having their own voice. All of us have our own voice. And then when the voice is taken, for the voice from the voiceless, here we are to speak for them. So now look how the enemy love to lie in real time. And this is his fan base. And that's what he said. It's gonna be people like this. She say, shaking my head. You spent over 3 hours talking about, oh girl, while talking about no life at all. She is definitely doing something right because it don't take 426 YouTuber creators to have only her as content. Do y'all not have any talent of your own, any creativity? Well, welcome to Cam's account, Janita. Welcome to Cam's account. Over here, I state my opinion, how I feel on my account. When I push record, it's hooked up to my account. Nobody has to come over here, okay? Nobody has to come over here. Nobody asked you to click. What you seen was a 3-hour live. What you assumed was about Krishan. You never checked the channel because I don't just make content about Krishan. That's what I have done recently. I just got back on YouTube. I've been gone. I pop in and out of YouTube whenever I feel like it. But I've been showing up because I realized, even in my absence, that y'all keep showing up. And so it's only right that I show up. And so whatever the topic of discussion is, that's what it is. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. And so I want to show you the mentality of the people that have this type of thing to say. You want to talk about creativity. The girl didn't write her own songs. She barely could perform them. She barely could remember the words. Okay? So I never said I was an actor, a rapper, or anything. This is content creation. Just like Carissa say, and let me go ahead and give my quick disclaimer, and then I'm going to jump to the comments and hop back right back on you. Let me go ahead and give my quick disclaimer. Let me run my run. I want y'all to know that skit is intentional, because what you think is not perfect. If you run it back, it just be exactly what it needs to be. It be just that. It be just what it's supposed to be. Yeah, and I like you like that. I could have easily fixed it. If I don't have it anytime I like the rest of it behind things. Let me let Carissa say it better than I can.
But I will get on here and address this. What we have to remember is that it's a public situation. So when you make a situation public, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
And you're here for Cam's account and Cam's opinion.
You know that's what you're here for.
All right? That's what you're here for. Cam's account, Cam's opinion. Hear the truth. Hear our collective truth. We are a collective. Y'all, we almost 100 subscribers in one night. And I just been on here for what? How long was it? For 3 days? I decided to become consecutive, and we just gained another subscriber in real time. We are a collective of truth seekers and truth tellers coming together. And this won't be the only case that we cover, but we're gonna definitely talk about it, because this is the one that spotlight. It set back to me. Like my boys, I would never keep them from their father. Ever. Their father would never keep them from me. Ever. I can't raise no man. I can't, because I'm a woman. I can't tell him how to be a man. It's certain things that I can't teach myself. Just like my daughter. It's certain things they dad can't teach them, and that's where I come in. I lost my mom young. Never really had a dad. So the two-parent thing, it hit different for me. And when you have someone who's trying, who's wanting to be there for their kid, and publicly screaming out to anyone who will listen, then I have to speak on it, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And let me check the chat. So she said, you have to get that picture when she's singing her song. This is not guilty. Oh, all right. Neil said, what's good, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. We appreciate you tapping in. What's up, Neil? All right. Or is it Neil? Is it Neil? Because is you a fairy? I can't really go to your page. Is it Neil or Neil? I feel like it's Neil. Tapping in, y'all. Shake my head. This rock is beyond messy, girl. Welcome to the community. Welcome. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. It's not just my community. It's our community. It's our community. This for the truth seekers. It's not even mine. But I'm just gonna be the gatekeeper. I'm gonna be the gatekeeper. And Spirit said the time wasn't right. God need for people to be other places. This is not gonna be for everybody. Okay, some people can't even come in here, and if they do come in here, they can't last long because they can't stand the truth. All right, so it's not for everybody, but the people that it's for, you're gonna know what's up. So welcome to our community. Y'all make them feel very welcome. All right. Shout out. Seven be doing that. This is what is the name of the person I can't see? Oh, you can't see that person? Like, comment, and subscribe. Justice is coming. That part. Everybody has an opinion. If they don't want to hear, leave. That part. Yes. For your child. Because at the end of the day, when we decided we weren't gonna be together, we never had baby daddy, baby mama drama like that. When we decided we weren't gonna be together, cool. Who you dated was who you dated, as long as it didn't like affect my kids in no bad way. As long as they didn't do my kids no kind of way, I ain't worried about it. Do you? And vice versa. We had to put our differences aside because we have to be like, okay, what's in the best interest of the child? And so therefore you operate off of the best interest of the child. And here we are. So back to old girl who said we spent 3 hours talking about somebody. She decided for us to talk about her. Okay. She said for us to talk about her. For this mindset. All right. I said correction. We spent 3 hours talking about Ronnie and his demise. We talked about his mom and people possibly involved. She probably got 7 minutes tops over here. 7 minutes top. We barely even want to mention her name, right? She may have just ran to the comments and felt, that's what it was about. But it wasn't about that. I even encourage you guys to start your own YouTube, right? We talked about that. We talked about a bunch of stuff like that last night. That's why it lasted 3 hours, because the energy was there, the vibe was there, the communication was everybody. It was just what it was. So why they think because they didn't take the time to listen to the truth because they got itching ears. That's on them. They missed out, and when they have to find out that they missed out on the truth, but then it's we're gonna be on to something else. By the time they catch on to what we doing, by the time they catch up to us, we're gonna be long gone. We're gonna be ahead. We're gonna be too gone. So she said we could talk about her. So she tried to throw some scripture. No, thou shalt not judge, come back to you. God said, do you take the speck out of your own eye and then remove the speck from their eye? That doesn't mean that we can't pass judgment. We should know them by their fruit. And how do we know them? We judge them according to their works, according to what they do, according to how they perform, how they act, how they move, what they say. It is the hypocritical judgment that Jesus is against. All right. And she wasn't under judgment. That's the whole thing. We just listened to the video. We just said what it was. We gave our opinion, our commentary, and we moved on. And went back to what we was talking about. No judgment. No judgment. We're looking for justice. That's the word that you will hear around here often. Justice. Okay? Ronnie. They don't want us to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want us to talk about him. We're going to say it. Ronnie. Karan. Justice for him and Junior. We didn't call him Ronnie Jr. Put them together. Ronnie Jr. She say, because I said, would you rather we had talked about you? And she said, yeah. She said, I sure would love for you to talk about me. Because, Krishan get too much. It's too many people talking about Krishan that's not talking about her. And right now, currently, as of right now today, it's around 37 million content creators on YouTube. And because she likes to follow who she likes to follow, her algorithm is showing her the truth through the 426 people that she had time to count and said we didn't have a life. Girl, and then you throwing around scripture and you don't even know how to decode the scripture. You don't even have the discernment, the understanding to even understand the scripture. Because here, I'm just looking for the truth. I'm knocking on doors and they opening. I'm asking and I'm being given it. I'm seeking and I'm finding. And I'm not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. So she say, I drink and smoke while pregnant too. Now what? And as you can see, my kids came out fine. Now there's a story you can cover. Let them people know from the jump. Y'all want her to be relevant to us so bad, but she not. Okay, she not. That shows the mindset. And when I said it was 1 out of 3 in my last video, I had technical difficulties. That's why we just picked up right here where we left off. When I think this is the video somebody was just talking about. Let me check the comments. Oh, that was the video from last night. She said it for this video. Because she was concerned about how his eyes did, how he was scared. And I was like, I'll touch on it. And now I bring that to light too. But girl, we ain't sitting around here talking 3 hours about that girl. We talking about Ronnie and justice for him. And like I said, may anybody attached and want to hold on to the plot, plan, schemes, tricks, deception, and all that curses and spells and all that stuff of the enemy, well, may you be bound up with it and go to the abyss with it. Period. Release it. Let go. Understand. All right. She said, she was concerned about how he looked so scared when she said, watch this. And I did a video on this. I don't know if no, this ain't it yet. But I don't want to make this about her. This is about Ronnie though. But I just wanted to show these comments. I wanted to show the comments. It's just crazy. Like, them are the people. That's why y'all call them rock tards. And I wouldn't dare want to be that. Like, there was like literally only 2 or 3 people that was like, nobody really popped off until somebody was like, the baby looked like somebody's mama. And they was because the original person commented, it was like, girl, that baby looked like Blueface. Y'all tripping. And so one of the family members, they jumped on there and was like, the baby looked like your mom. And I lost my mom. So people, you never know somebody lost their parents. So I kind of just removed that. It was nothing against you. It was just like, I'm kind of sensitive when it comes to people's parents. All right. Seven said that conversation last night was good, and right or right is wrong is wrong. And it's always gonna be justice for Karan and Karan Jr. Here are y'all. Yeah, I just walked around. Girl, It's just I'm gonna probably leave that up there for a while. Let me leave that up there for a while, and let's get back to what let's get back to what Carissa had to say, y'all. What's y'all opinions on this? Because Carissa been snapping all night.
No thanks.
Snapping. She said, "Come on, Zach."
I'm also.
Let me see. Let's go on. Let's listen to all of it. Because it's the family that don't really want the baby. I want y'all to peep this. This the family that don't really want the baby. All right? They don't. They don't. And I'm pretty sure that Carissa's mom and sister had to sign an NDA. I really feel as though everyone who comes around Karan Jr., I like the way that sounds. Hey, I like the way that sounds. It didn't sound like it. That's supposed to be like it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure everyone has to sign an NDA. I mean, unless it's just people she knows that don't care, right? But people who she know who could potentially expose and it'd be like people will believe it. I'm pretty sure they signed an NDAs. For some reason, I'm just remember seeing somebody saying it was like something gal. She was like, "You can bring the baby over here to us, and we'll sign NDA. We won't post him. You won't." And I was like, "Believe me." And I don't know if I don't know who that was. I ain't looking into it. I know I seen it though. Carissa said, because you know she popped out with that Gucci fit we was asking about, because it's been 110 degrees where I live at. 110 degrees where I live at. And she had that Gucci suit on. Carissa say, "We all stole his Gucci suit when we left. LOL. He the only one got that kind of money. He can't fit that no more. He over 200 pounds." Is she implying that the outfit that she had on was stolen? Because I don't feel like that. If you was shopping and you was going into the store, you're not about to pick up no Gucci suit in 80 to 100 degrees weather. This doesn't make sense. But also, y'all have to be mindful and not be biased, because the truth is the truth. She didn't get a chance to pack anything, so I hope she's not implying that she stole it, because they packed her stuff, as far as we can see. And so maybe they packed it and she just decided to keep it. That's just a thought. All right.
I want to come out here and talk.
She look pretty to me.
How much it costs for 5 more minutes?
She looked like her.
Just 5 more minutes. How much it costs?
She looked like Blueface and Jada.
I need 5 more minutes. Just charge me for 5 more minutes.
Now let's just say, let's play devil's advocate. You think Krishan Jr. looked like Journey? And I know they got different parents. My kids, they have different parents, but like they still look like us. Like they look like each other. Like my oldest son and my middle son look just alike. 2 different dads. It was like, you sure? You sure? You sure? No, I'm sure. I mean, growing up looking just like me. Let's play devil's advocate. You think? Or really, it don't even have to be the devil's advocate. Let's just ask the question. Do you think that Karan Jr., alleged Karan Jr., looks like Journey? They both light, but her parent is light. I think she's got a darker tone because of Blueface versus how Junior is light because his mom and dad was like light. You understand? Like she's a little bit more browner because Blueface was browner versus Karan Jr. looking lighter because they both were lighter, right? Y'all let me know in the comments and we'll touch on it.
I want to come out here.
Definitely.
I want to come out here and talk to the teenagers and the young adults that have parents that care. Okay.
That part.
When your parents are checking on you, when your parents are asking about your
I don't got long because it is the Sabbath and I gotta respect the Sabbath. So when the sun go down, I gotta get up off of here. But I want to touch on this. And she say, oh no, she said she gonna be. This not what we're here for. I'm not gonna promote that foolishness because it's gonna be foolishness. All right. Now I don't know who she was talking about. I know they were saying that they wanted another lie detector test for, Blueface and old girl. And so I don't know if this is like y'all. She's saying give her a lie detector test to prove that her mom allowed certain things to happen to her while she was younger, and I think that's what it really is. But then I'm not sure. We can only speculate because it really didn't say anything. It just said them. So in her, it didn't really say who. She didn't add anybody. But and she said, and I'm the wrong one to go to war with because I don't have to tell one lie on none of y'all. And that's what made me think she was talking about her mom and her sister or anybody who hurt her. All right. Tell the boys that she's talking about don't come out, this girl. She playing outside. Carissa is mad. My mom watching them play with demons, play with my character. I took her in a drug addict, and I got her out my town. I was only 21. Let her in. I guess her man. Hold on, girl, because I'm trying to read it right. Let her in her that man's kids get a fresh start. And she stand there and let them play with my character. I'm on this. Don't play with my motherhood. I have to be a mother to my parents. They will let me take my legacy. They will let, girl. Man, it's hard to do. Tell them boys that
No thanks. Then you're crossing business. You're crossing from family and business. Are we business or are we family?
So how are we gonna run a restaurant if you know what I'm saying? So what about if one of his girls do pop up? Are we not gonna serve them? So you guys are not coming to perform at the coming home party.
I don't need to be
for
around.
him to get out.
They's fucking crazy, and I just came here for some fucking tacos.
I respect the fact that she was like, I don't need to be where all his sad pieces gonna be at. Me and my kids don't need to be there. I respect that. I respect that. She like Jaden is real mature, and she, for the most part, she's mature until somebody put a battery in her back. Like, but for the most part, she just be chilling. Like, I really like Jaden. She's a good energy. I think people should follow her more. She getting money. She taking care of her kids. It's good. It's cool. She ain't faking the funk. I don't care what they say. Really, it's coming. Oh, it's on the way. Carissa goes on to say, and I can't see that.
One thing that I've discovered is the black sheep.
I was talking to my Indian. I got an Indian friend, and he started talking to me while I was preparing for this new live. But I don't know what they say. I can't really make that out. But something, how you got off. Oh, is it now? Tell these people how you got off crack. The daughter you dog pulled you out. That's who. The one who you sold to the dope man. That's who. Y'all gonna respect me on my mama. Knowing she don't like her mama and putting something on her mama it's crazy because I don't put nothing. I don't swear about anything. I don't put because nothing belongs to her. Right. But the fact that she put it on her mama, knowing that she don't even fool her mama, is crazy work. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I don't know. On her mama. On her mama. Not that she was sold to the dope man. Not that she was sold to the dope man. So yes. Yes. Absolutely. We would rather her be with my strange family than with the others. Thank you. Thank you to my mom for taking the time to see about my son's baby while he's gone. I'm all for the best interest. Any child, even if the best interest isn't my idea of the best. She's very relatable because she smoked while pregnant. Thank God she's a recovering addict. I prayed many nights and had many nightmares, but God, I just wish as a mother she would take accountability and teach it to her other children. Accountability. Because her allowing them to try and destroy me after her husband, their father, destroyed me as a child, she had a second opportunity to protect me, and she sits there knowing I'm the best parent she ever seen. It's any form of betrayal. And God is watching you. And if you move her in, you better add her to that Section 8. Because if I see her over there for more than 3 days, I'm reporting it. Now, she's so messy. She's about ready to get these people kicked out. She's about ready to get these people kicked out. Then where Junior going to be at? Don't play with them Section 8 people, or I will tell Trump you got convicted felons up in his house. See, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for it. But the people that hate us and are going against us, let me check the sun. It's about that time. That are going against us, support her. We don't see this type of energy. Like, I don't get that off of Quran, Mom. I don't get that. I don't know what she did in her life, but I just don't. I mean, and y'all got to think that song Born in the 80s, Crack Babies. Back then, crack was like the new weed. Crack was like the weed. And so everybody was doing it. A lot of parents, I can't speak. I don't know what my mom did. I wasn't here. But I know as long as I was alive, my mama didn't do drugs. She didn't smoke weed or none of that. Barely drank. My mama did. But I don't know what she did in her youth. But my mom, I didn't see my mama as no, I didn't see my mom be a crackhead. Yeah, I'll stick with that. I don't believe my mom was a crackhead. Because the life that she lived, right? Is that what you want? I mean, I've been touched as a child by my uncle, and he ended up passing away from testicular cancer. And even like, cause he denied what happened, and God got a way of catching up to you and serving you what you deserve. Karma does not miss. Karma will wait 3 to 5 business years. Let you get good and comfortable and think you got away. And these people got good and comfortable and thought they had got away, but they didn't take in consideration Junior. They're still here. Karan Jr. I like that too. Karan Jr. Now, if we wrong, I'll just go back later on and just edit all the titles. But if we're right, we could believe the Holy Spirit that lives in us, that allows us to take in the truth and not be blinded by this world and be ye separate and set apart and don't follow the ways of everyone else and don't go in the ways of everyone else. This channel not for everybody. People who is for is who is for. In real time, just gained another subscriber. This is our family. We are all family, right? But when you talk about bloodline, that's serious, man. People's destinies and legacies and everything else is be tied to their bloodline. If they wanted to give Krishan Jr. a good life, they could have did that and still let Ronnie be the dad. A lot of people in the comments saying he did not deserve that. He didn't. He did not deserve that. So that's why we keep talking about it. We keep posting about it. That's why it's 426 people talking about the same thing or almost about the same thing. I mean, not everybody's saying what we're saying over here because a lot of people are caught up in the maze. A lot of people are caught up in the fog, smoke and mirrors. And even when the truth come out these people's mouth, a lot of people still want to believe the lie. The lie sounds so much better than the truth. People just like the lie better for some reason. I seen a video. It was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start lying to everybody because y'all like to be lied to. Y'all like to do a whole lot of lying. Y'all like it. I don't want to tell no lie because the enemy, the devil, is not my father. And again, I fear nobody. I don't have no reason to lie. Who gonna check me? That's how I feel. Who gonna stop me from telling the truth? You ain't gonna have me and God at distance because you want me to lie. And so here we tell the truth. We tell the truth. Miss Debbie say that looked like the same Gucci suit that he asked Jaden to get married in. So when he proposed to Jaden, he was wearing this same outfit. He sounds so genuine. It sounds like he really, for real, like, I'm gonna go propose to Jaden. Like, he sounds like that. They got that puppy, like, they got that love. Like, he know he ruined it for Jaden. Jaden just got over it. She got fed up. He had a baby on him. And the craziest part is he may not even have had a baby on her. The psychology, the twistedness, the psychiatric twistedness of this. Hey, love. Hey, Tina Love. It'd be crazy if, oh, I thought I put it on there. It'd be crazy if because it's not crazy. It's like she stepped away because the baby was possibly Blueface baby. So we already had one broken home. Okay. But the possibility that it was broken based over a lie, over a narrative, that is so unfair. That is so unfair. How could y'all want that? As you know, I wouldn't want that to be my story. I would be hurt if the person that my high school sweetheart, the person that I love, anybody just come in when we got kids together, just come in and basically just kick down the door. That's what they like to say. A thief don't have to kick down his own door. Okay? A thief doesn't kick down his own. The owner of the house doesn't kick down his own door. My bad. I was trying to plug this thing in. The owner of the house doesn't have to break in, right? You break into spaces that you don't belong. You kick down the door because you don't have the key. So what if all of this, and it was for nothing? It's not even his kid. Because she got tired of the back and forth. She really did want to make it work with Blueface for her kids. But since you're going to do this and entertain this, and it's constantly this, I'm okay. I'm just going to do my own thing. But then to know or to find out it was done for no reason, it all could have been avoided. Clint East say, what about the baby medical care? She said she gonna be showing y'all his milestones. We will probably pull those. We'll probably pull those videos once they come. But energetically, he just needs a schedule. He needs stability. He needs routine. He needs real people to really love on him. When there's a baby and you have a baby and it's a baby in a NICU, they tell you that the babies who have parents who come and visit and touch and talk and be there with them, they grow more than the ones who don't. And so he needs people who are really going to be there and be hands-on with him and dedicate that time to him, and nothing else matters. I don't know if it's going to be someone who's going to get paid to do it, or somebody who's really going to be like, let me be there for this child. I feel as though Blueface was really, really serious. And y'all can say, oh, he only proposed to her to make her mad. Based off this energy.
All right. I'm about to propose to Jaden.
Look at him.
I'm so nervous. Oh my God. I know she's gonna say yes. It's just I don't the timing is. I'm at the game. I don't know halftime. The timing is weird. I think I'm gonna bring everybody in to make it personal and intimate, but I'm just so nervous.
I don't think it was that well thought out. I do think it was last minute. I do think it was like shot, but he really did want to make Jaden his wife. She can cook, she can clean, she can make money, she knows how to be a lady, she knows there's a time and a place for everything. But oh girl is what everyone sees as media gold, because the world is full of broken people and they want to idolize broken people for their brokenness, because that's where they relate in those spaces, those broken spaces. And so a person who comes that's healed, that's a little intimidating for a broken person, because they looking at you like, how you heal? Well, I'm not healed. Your healing can cause people to be hurt by their own brokenness. It's nothing. Why do you think you could come around and people just don't like you for no reason? Or they act like they like you, but they don't. Because it's something in you that makes you never did nothing to these people. You never crossed nobody. You really live a good life, and you really live in the light, and you really just shed positivity. And people just because your spirit disturbs their demons. All right, their spirit. Last night when we talked, before we really got good into it, I said a prayer. And then at the end, towards the end of the video, I told you what I told you. If y'all paid attention to the views, y'all paid attention to the comment section, y'all paid attention to the likes. I cast out the demon. That's why the chat they wasn't fully crossed over all the way into demonic mode. They was kind of in the middle, and so they was able to get into the chat, but they couldn't really go off like they wanted to go off. But for the most part, they couldn't come in here. The devil don't cast out the devil. Okay? And if I wasn't walking in spirit and in truth, I wouldn't be able to cast them out. I wouldn't be able to stop them from, I wouldn't be able to. Trust your power. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. All right? Trust your intuition. Intuitively, I feel as though he really wanted Jaden to be his wife. Yes, like you said, the timing off. But if I had to choose, I choose you. He left. Jaden was in the crib. He made sure his kid was good. He gave her hers first. And then we see him spend the last, day with the second. Pay attention, y'all. He really did. He's like, I gotta show what it is. He only got back with old girl this time because Jaden wasn't gonna play that game. He was thinking he was playing both of them because he in jail. Don't nobody see it. Don't nobody know. But they couldn't stay off the internet. And so Jaden realized, I'm not about to, go ahead, have it. Have it. I'm not about to go back and forth. And the one that wins is usually the one that walks away. Because we just seen him drag old girl this whole time. We have not one time since he been locked up see him say anything negative about Jaden. It was no bad publicity. We gotta be who he need to be. It's too hot for that Gucci man. It's too hot. Now let me go and look, because I wasn't expecting to look this video up. But let's just compare it real quick. I believe you. But for the people that, well, they want the same one. Y'all, come on. Just for the people, you know how they can't even really come in here. But when the ones that creep through the crack, the ones that get in, try to sneak in through the back door, the ones that try to kick the door down, like you don't know it's 100 of us back here, posted, waiting, ready. It may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot of us. I deal with this Indian dude like, yo, what time is it? The sun about going down. I gotta get off of here. I can't do no work. I can't do no work during the Sabbath, man. And I didn't think that through. I tried to get on at 6, then the Wi-Fi situation. Now 8, we rolling, but it's Friday the Sabbath. We didn't even get to touch on what we supposed to touch on. We didn't get to touch on what we need to touch on. Debbie, Tina, Q, Quinn. What's that? This is work. God's work. God want me to write something to say. Quinn, yes. Karan Jr. ain't been to no doctor. Oh, that's the people in the chat. Oh, y'all was subscribing and talking and doing all. You got a lot going on down here. That's right. 7 say hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Hey 7, who's going to get this baby medical care checkup? Somebody gonna do it. I'm surprised like Kim ain't in her ear, like, yo, do this. Like, if she's such a boss and all that, like, you gonna be managing, like, Tell her to be there for her baby, dude. Start there. The first 5 years are the most important. Krishan not done moving around. We're gonna see somebody else with him. We're gonna see somebody else with him. I guess when she get KJ milestones, I just pray for him. You know, her wording, like it's like she hear certain things. And so now everybody been talking about the baby milestones. And so now y'all gonna see him with his milestones. Y'all gonna see his milestones. We seen him. He can sit up. We seen him. He good. He just gotta grow. Definitely a filter, like Facetune or something. Putting a filter on him is so evil. Just let him be. We seen what he looked like. Cause the uncle, I don't know how that's his uncle. Maybe I don't know. The uncle posted him when they about ready for her to come and get him. And we seen the baby. There is no milestone when a child is growing. All children are different. So like I met my girl, she was potty trained walk to talk by like 1. Like she was like walking so early. She was walking before 1, but she was walking so early, like she was bow-legged. You know what I'm saying? My other son, he's a little chunkier. So it took him a little while. He was like a year and 6 months to walk. It wasn't a year. It was like a year and 6 months to like really talk good. But it was like a year. By his first birthday, he definitely was. By all my kids' first birthday, they was walking. But like a year and 6 months, the longest like, it took them to like really talk. And you like, okay. But every child is different. And we can see that he's different. But we can't compare one child to the next. Saying that don't mean just disregard, that child's potential. Okay? What you pour into your children is what's going to happen. You leave them laying down on their back all the time. You never give them tummy time. They don't get the strength in their arms that they need. They don't get the strength in their abs that they need. You don't provide them with what they need. Then you will be looking like at a vegetable. You got to teach and show these babies. And so this is a reflection of what she teach and taught them. Now, when he gets to his teenage years, he gonna do what he want to do because he ain't gonna do bad, but he gonna do what teenagers do that. But as young ones, you gotta really teach them and show them. He do look just like him. She does it intentionally to get under Carissa's skin, and because she needed a babysitter, because she knew she was going to go stream. She knew she was going to go get in the studio. She knew she was going to go be with Nene. She knew she was going to be outside. And believe they signed an NDA. Oh, yeah. Believe they signed an NDA. Believe it. Do you think, come on, man. That lady looking at that baby, ain't no telling if they don't get, I could sign an NDA and never say nothing. I could sign an NDA and never say nothing. I could also get that baby DNA too and not say nothing. So just because a person signs an NDA don't mean that, the truth still can't be found out. And I really feel like she's looking at this baby knowing, and she's looking at him knowing this not our baby. I really feel like you would feel it. You would know it. I feel like I feel my family. I can feel my niece and she'll call me. I can feel my daughter and she'll walk up. I can feel my kids And I feel like when I know when they're crying, I still feel like I know when they're crying in my absence. I know when they're not in a good mood. I can still feel it. I can feel my family. The other night, my sister was outside fighting on Wednesday night. I stayed up to 2:30 in the morning. At the time, I didn't understand why I couldn't I wasn't trying to go to sleep, but I knew I had to go to sleep because I had to go to work. But I just wanted to stay up. And I ended up staying up to 2:30. The next day I get a call and my sister had been in a fight out while she was out, around that same time. And by the time she got home and got good, that's when I was able to go to sleep. So energetically, we feel our family. My brother is in a whole nother state. I feel it in my spirit. Hey, you good? Why, what's up? I just feel like you good. Everything good around you. And if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. But sometimes when it ain't, I could pick up on that. You feel your family. You have to think about it. You are only an extension of your parents. And they're an extension of their parents. And we're all extensions. Sometimes I feel my mom. I feel like, Daniel, you is your mama child. I be saying that to myself all the time. I'm like, girl, you was just like your mama. I look at my kids and I be like, yo, y'all don't even realize y'all is just like my mom. I look at my niece and my nephew. I'm like, dang, y'all are just like my mom. Y'all look just like us. So I feel as though she's able to look down. Like, in a sense, I look like my grandma, but I look like my grandma more on my dad's side than I look like the grandma on my mom's side. But I look just like my mom. But I feel like my mom and my dad kind of favor each other. So it was like I look like both of them because they looked alike almost. They looked like they could have been related to each other, like brother and sister or something like that. But like attract like. And so y'all know why everybody is attracted to Krishan, because they relate. I feel as though they may want to know themselves. Who's to say that they really I feel like everybody know, but they just don't be like, oh, that ain't our baby. The grandma and the aunt, not so much. They just hear the internet drama. But spending time with that baby, they gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna be able to feel it. But when no one's around, they may get DNA and try to make up with Carissa and them. This may just be no, I can't trust anything with these people. They don't even trust these. There's no honor amongst thieves. They don't even trust each other. Everybody falling apart. Everybody that was all clicked up and you seen them all the time together, all that. You don't see that no more. No honor amongst thieves. They stole his life. There is no honor amongst thieves. They don't know who gonna tell what. They don't know who gonna do what. There's no honor amongst thieves. They don't trust each other, so we can't trust them. And I would say, if I really didn't want nobody knowing what was going on with my baby, then why she just don't make everything? She could look. All you can do is press live, bro, and run to the bed. Right at home, take care of your baby. Right at home. Endorsement deals, sponsorship. But you just gotta be outside to the point you'll leave your child with somebody that you possibly even know ain't your baby family. Yeah, he does. You know, that is what most say. This is dysfunctional at its lowest level. A lot of people is complicit to the fact that the baby is not being taken care of. And they try to hide his disability. I showed my daughter, and she said, he still looks like that other boy, though. And when you say that other boy, you saying like Ronnie, because Ronnie would be like that other boy versus her saying Blueface. If I'm picking up on what you're saying, that's what gets me. Why nobody looking at Karan Jr. When Moses went up, he came down. The eyes was on something else, and the eyes is not open like ours that see. Yeah. But it's the thing, it's a veil. It's not for everybody to see. It's not for everybody to know. God doesn't reveal everything to everyone at the same time. And that's by design. He's letting us see it, but a lot of people, he just won't let them see it. Or some of them just refuse to see it. We have others let this bad behavior go on. This is generational trauma. And it's cool. It's celebrated. Now, like I said, it's no problem if the full understanding was this is a blended family. We are going into this knowing this is a blended family. But that's not the case. This is one thing being disguised as something else. And why would a owner have to sneak and lie and steal and to break into their own house? Don't make sense. And then you say, God put you there? The enemy give out rewards too. Ain't that how y'all going, quote unquote, up? Now working with Tyler Perry? Wasn't Tyler Perry just caught in a scandal? Hasn't Tyler Perry been named multiple times? Isn't the reason why he gave that money to TD Jakes church is because the little freaky stuff they were doing at Diddy parties? Oh, we supposed to celebrate that. Okay. The enemy give you stuff too. Why do you think they sell their soul? Why do you think they sacrifice? The enemy give out rewards too. The enemy took Jesus to the mountain and told him to look over the whole world. And he said, I will give you all of the riches and I will give you everything that your eye can see if you will bow down and worship me. The enemy is the God of this world. So when they say thank you to God, but they don't live in a worldly life, they're living in the world, that's their God. Everybody's God not the same. So let's catch that. Let's get on that note first. Everybody's God is not the same. And they pass it down generation to generation, confusion. The same people trying to spit the word of God on me still celebrate Christmas and let their kids dress up for Halloween. And they don't live like they say they do. Their heart is not pure. They set their feet out to destroy, to steal, to kill. Idolization. Y'all will bow down and worship these people. Why do you think when they're on the stage, they above you and you got to look up? Why do you think you be having to look up at them? That's by design. And they energy harvest. A lot of people, celebrities are a disgrace for co-signing that for music. They know she's going to be talked about and they want their name buzzing, even if it's bad buzz. Well, some people end up guilty by association because your need for greed, power, and whatever else will have you tied to some bad situations, reaping bad karma. It's not by design that so much bad stuff be happening around this person. You always got something going on. It just ain't never like no real chill moment for real, for real. Like you just gonna crash out all the time. People who are willing to crash out all the time don't have no real peace. They feel like they don't have nothing to lose. I crashed out until I was in a jail cell pregnant. And I was like, I'm not leaving my baby no more. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not about to leave my baby. I'm pregnant in the jail. Because I was fighting. But defending myself. And I won. I was the bad guy. But when I became a woman, when I became an adult, I put away those childish things. I'll go out the window for my kids. Yeah. I may even go out the window for my sister. Just depend on. I be wanting to go out the window, but she be starting stuff. She be keeping some stuff going. But I don't. You just always got something going on, whether it's good or bad. I'd rather be a lot of good stuff because you miss out on opportunities when it's always the bad stuff. Yeah, people are gonna come and support you because they want to help you get out of that season, help you get past that level, help you heal. So people come and support you to try to guide you. But if you choose to stay there, we gotta let you stay there. I don't want to get your karma because I'm attached to you and the things that you're doing. If it's righteous, then do it. But if it's not, then don't have nothing to do with it. Don't have nothing to do with it. They agreeing with you, Kim. Kim, real talk. Can't wait until it gets exposed. Period. It just came to me. I'm wondering if they have an insurance policy on this baby. They got enough money to. But were they thinking about that? They're young. A lot of people don't think about insurance like that. Yeah, a lot of young people don't think about insurance. I really just started getting insurance last year. I always knew like I want to have insurance for my kids, but it wasn't until like last year that I actually got insurance. But like as I was growing up, you don't think about leaving. Nobody wants to have that conversation of someone passing. You know, when you talk about life insurance, people they get scary. They don't want to talk about it. What happens to your family when you leave? And that's a real thing. That's a real thing. My children have insurance policies on them in case of emergency. Anything could happen. We live in a world where nothing is for sure. Like nothing is certain. And any day, what they have going on with the guy in the White House with Trump, like any day we could wake up to a whole different life. You can go outside, like I just thought that they possibly was, out there popping. But what about to be the 4th of July? A lot of these fireworks are going to be masking real life, shots. And so be aware of your surroundings. Be mindful of that. They possibly have insurance policy on him. But I also know that Carissa was like, she wants, if they wanted, she offered to put the baby on her insurance. So I'm not sure. That would be crazy if something happened to the baby for them to get insurance money. Well, like the baby could stay. I mean, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. But I just keep hearing nothing. No harm will come to this child. That's what I hear that firmly. And I feel like that's the Holy Spirit. No harm will come to this child. No harm will come to this child. Not more than he can handle. So if they do little small stuff, it's not gonna be nothing that's gonna take him away from here. I rebuke that. I rebuke that spirit of anybody planning. Because to believe they thought about it. They thought about doing something to him because that's gonna reveal everything. They want us to ignore child abuse, ending pregnancies instead of birth control. You know what? They started making it like they made it into birth control. They started using it as if it was birth control. You know what? I'm just gonna do it raw. Let them shoot the club all up. If I get pregnant, oh well, I'm gonna try this plan B. If the plan B don't work, well, you know what? I'm gonna just go get rid of it. And that's why I said, was we about if she wasn't that far along, would we have seen that on Crazy in Love? Imagine the women in the industry, they sacrifice babies. It's no joke. It's not fake. It's real. It's real. They do rituals. I only believe that Diddy got off because too many people would have went down. Diddy only got off because too many people would have went down. It would expose the truth about people who are behind the scenes, doctors, lawyers, dentists. I just seen a judge's wife went down for so many counts of child porn. A judge's wife. We ain't ignoring it. People are losing their life around her, so they can make money. It's an evil world. That's what they do. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Why do you think that they'll pay you to donate your blood? The Bible says his blood cries out from the street. What did you do to your brother? His blood is crying out to me. It's in the blood. That's why they say, cover me, Lord, in your blood. God said his blood it's in the blood. I don't know if I can even say that on here. Quinn, you good? I was thinking the same thing. Real talk. Something is strange. Latest news is that Blueface dad is teaming up with the great grandma to swab Jr. for another DNA test. God has a way of doing things. The truth will come out either way. Whoa. I could see that. Whoa. May not have a good relationship. May not have a good relationship with Carissa, but got a good relationship with Papa Blue. I'm pretty sure he wants to know. Especially like how she dogging his son right now. They like even he just like beefing. Blueface didn't post that video. Somebody else posted that video. But he really got to see, like, nah, she ain't for my son. She tried to make him the babysitter and couldn't. That would be crazy work. But like I said, I really feel like it's gonna be something like that behind the scenes. I'm not sure if she ever left him alone or he thought about it. You can get an over-the-counter DNA test. They will send the results straight to your email. Why not? It's justice for Karan and Karan Jr. Do remind the young man that his nephew is in the reality show Sweetie Pie. He had to look out for insurance policies on his nephew and 2 on his mother, and she didn't even know it. What? Most times when you got an insurance policy on somebody, you have to inform them that you have they have to agree with it. I did insurance. If you see like in my thumbnail, I'm not my thumbnail, in the beginning video where it say agents needed, like I can get you guys signed up to do life insurance. You see where it say agents needed? You got to tell people when you got insurance on them. You got to. And if they don't know, that's somebody scamming the system. That's somebody internally and within the business that you're not supposed to do that. Let me see. Y'all know y'all holding me. I'm gonna leave at 10 because it's the Sabbath, y'all. We gotta respect the Sabbath. Dang, y'all was really lighting the comments up. Girl. Where was I at this whole time? Y'all was lighting these comments up. I have heard a lot of people do that. They ain't supposed to get away with that. That's internal. If you talk about it, they come after you with threats and insults for standing up for what's right, and they use God. They're literally saying ignore child abuse in God's name. And God said, don't hinder the child from coming to me. You have to be, unless you be like a child again, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's Bible. God don't play about children and the innocent. He don't. And so that we're gonna see justice. We're gonna see justice. And one thing I realized what's happening in this world today, especially with technology, like if people steal, like these stores do this now. If you used to get away with stealing, right? Nowadays, they'll let you come in 3 to 4 times steal. And then when that 5th time when you come in, they hit you with every single one of them charges for every time you came. So it could be a matter of building a case, gathering enough evidence, having, enough reason why. But then we also could see her being protected, and she don't sit still long enough. But where would they go to? She's always moving around. She don't have a stable address. They said, and this is no shot at nobody. This is no shot at nobody. Because I'd have been in the shelter. I'd have been homeless. I'd had to sleep in my car before for like 2 nights. But like, you know what I'm saying? If your name is not on a lease, you are considered homeless. I work in the workforce. I work in the community. I know, like, you are seriously considered homeless if your name is not on a lease. They don't have nowhere to even go to go check her out. They don't know where that lady live at. They don't even barely know her. And by the time they find out who she is and where she at, she probably gonna be going somewhere else. So she don't sit still long enough to even. Who's to say she don't have cases? Sometimes you can leave and come back, and you got to deal with it. Sometimes you don't know you got a warrant till you got a warrant. You don't know if they investigated to you until they bring you in. So it's just in God's timing. We don't know. She may go back somewhere. She may go somewhere and she may be met with it. But everything will be in God's time. But I also hold CPS responsible. A lot of children have been neglected because they did not do their job. CPS got a YouTube like everybody else. And when the people clock out and go home, they be on YouTube. Believe me. And all these doctors and teachers and, people speaking out saying this child needs intervention, you can't take it lightly. I never been a call CPS type of person. I just don't play around with CPS. I just wish people get better. Somebody else will do it. The way they call it on Peach McIntyre and Rose. I mean, and we actually like their kids are straight. They're not all in the like. But come on, man. Them women are better mothers, man. And that woman got 9 kids and a husband. All right. And we see her do way more for her kids than old girl with Ronnie Jr. And I said what I said. I hate when people say I drank and smoked when I was pregnant. That's ridiculous. It just sounds dumb. And that's what I said. I said, you sound like you support her. Just based off that statement, you sound like you support her. I would literally quit everything. Literally quit everything. Just some way, somehow. I don't know. But you can't put yourself aside for your baby, but it's only 9 months. Sometimes it ain't even a full 9 months. They're all gonna be held for this unless Muse know about Ronnie Jr., but he playing the role to get paid off Ronnie Jr. That's fact. Everybody want to get paid. Everybody trying to get paid. The first 5 years are crucial in the child's development. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I say that like last night or the night before that? You know why we are all saying the same thing? Because we align. We align. Especially a special needs child. You can't talk about Ronnie without talking about the baby. He would want people to fight for him. He was there, the only one doing it. The only one. Everybody else didn't want the baby unless it was for clicks and views. Nobody wanted the baby. Like, when we see him, we don't see her like genuinely bonding with him. We don't see nobody genuinely bonding him. Blueface dad bonded with him. I guess you would say this is bonding with him, holding him. But it looks like she's really checking him out and realizing, like, this boy do look like Ronnie. That's what it looked like to me. Nothing good is going to come of this trust. Oh, I believe it. I know. And we're going to be right here. And like I said, they're going to crash out when the truth come out. All the people that think they could come against us and say everything they want to say and defend her to the end of the world. Because the Bible says forgive 70 times 70. And then after that, it is what it is. I can forgive you, but that don't mean that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just all go away. It don't just all go away because I forgive you. I forgive you, but we want the justice. We want justice too. There are highly dysfunctional, toxic people with mental illnesses, all of them. I mean, at the end of the day, I do like-minded together with each other. Like attract like. They all met, they all in it. The family is based off reality TV. They here for the theatrics. They here for the circus. They be saying they are part of the circus. Like, and they love it. Carissa shouldn't be talking about the kids. She going through it, and Jay should get her kids. They really hit a nerve with that last night. What I miss? Oh, taking them to the great grandma house. Sometimes Journey be acting like she's so fed up with Carlissa. She be just like at the end of the rope. Like, she loved being around her. Cause I feel like she loved to like treat her bad. And like Carlissa want to be her friend so bad. It's like, y'all like, but y'all don't never know what the conversation, kids pick up on conversations. So when y'all sit around talking about them people kids or talk about them kids parents, because the parent ain't around, them kids pick up on that. I seen a video when the lady was like, now that she an adult, her mom's side of the family wonder why she don't come around. And she was like, girl, I used to talk bad about my mama. You think they ain't listen, you think they ain't understand, you think they kids know more than you think they know. And Journey Pie just be fed up. She just be fed up. Kim, you think I just think she telling it like it is. Hers too, but lies will break you down. Man, ain't nothing like a lie. Hey, you questioning yourself? I mean, that's some mental corruption, man. Mental abuse. I feel bad for her. You can tell she's hurt. This brought up some serious childhood traumas. Yes, Lord, watch over us all and protect. Please, Lord, had a protection. Yes, my sister, yes, you took care of your kids, so you knew their milestone. This one is not taking care of her child. That part. She don't even know what he's supposed to be doing. I was asking those questions like, yeah, because what they supposed to give me the little pack. You know how they give you the printout? They'll give you the printout of, at this age, this is what they supposed to be doing. But I was studying that stuff when I was pregnant. When my last baby came out, he was on a pot. Well, I was potty training my last baby from a newborn. I was so obsessed with bringing this new child into the world. I need to know all the new stuff, what I missed, and I picked up on, what I learned from the last kid, and but still, it's like, okay, let me make sure everything good. They where they supposed to be. Make sure they where they supposed to be. That's your only job. Exactly. Extensions. Blood is thicker than water. I feel what is yours are related to you. You feel what is yours, what is related to you. You do. We are connected. Even people that we're not connected to by blood, right? I can think about somebody and they'll call me. Or I'll feel somebody thinking about me and I'll call them. They're like, I was just thinking about you. You must have felt me thinking about you. When you connected, you connected. But when you connected by blood, it hit different. She said, Rock know that baby is disabled. That's why she You can get a check every month. All this is set up, but Karan gone. Tear it down. I promise you justice for Karan. And say Karan Jr. Period. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. We about to get ready to get out of here. Bam. That part, the enemy gives out rewards too. Yes. Oh, I'm way behind. I'm way behind. Yes, Ronnie. Yes, Lord. She saw her soul bend. And I seen a video of her. Now I hate to keep talking about both of them, her and Blueface, at one point looked like they were really bad on drugs. Their eyes was black, their eyes was sinking in, they didn't have no weight on them. They was crashing out, drinking every day. Like, those people were dealing with real demons. They were being haunted. There's a lot of people who love dysfunction, drama, toxicity, manipulation. Some of these people are too far gone for us, and I hope they stay out our chat. I hope they don't come over here because I'll let them know you are not welcome over here. I hope you did not subscribe. I told somebody that today. I pray you did not subscribe because I do not want you over here. I meant that. What is it? She doesn't pay too much attention. She sees stuff online. That's why she started doing certain stuff because everybody call it out. Yes, that is why we have to let our light shine by spreading the truth. Justice for Karan and Say Jr. Hit that like button. They all sold their souls. All money isn't good money. I was having a conversation with my new friend. And he was like, tell me something. And I was like, I really wish that the people of this world didn't operate out of ego, but everybody operated out of love. And I can only imagine what a world without money would look like. So if you have a world full of love, no ego, no greed for the need of money, imagine what that world would look like. And I meant that. God gonna continue to watch over us. And somebody said the ancestors, they're dead. Ronnie is dead. All that. The flesh may be gone, but the spirit is eternal. We don't know his relationship. We don't know his walk. We don't know where he went. But I feel my family watch over me. And I really feel that his family watches over him. And if you don't like that I say ancestors, would you rather me say angels, spirit guides? It's all in the Bible. Y'all act like this stuff is like, oh, you can't say it. It's crazy. That grandma is looking at Junior like, exactly. That's what I said. And it made me feel like it's something else. It's something else. That's right. She playing the role right now. She gonna play her position. But at the end of the day, whether her and Blueface and Carissa are beefing, Blueface is still her real grandson. Because I'm not gonna cut my kids off. I'm not gonna cut my kids off because I'm having problems. That's like I don't understand why people put kids in the middle of foolishness and in the middle of grown people stuff. If me and my sister was to not talk no more, I'm not gonna change up on my nephew or my niece. They ain't got nothing to do with them. So you really think she gonna turn against her grandson? Even though she dealt with addiction, she still loved her family. Addiction is hard to get out of. It is. And anything you say can trigger somebody and make them go back. Let's treat each other with love. Let's operate out of love instead of ego. I'm off for work tomorrow. So I'll probably go live early. I don't know. Should I go live early or late? Should I do it 8 at night or like 12 tomorrow? I want to cook a good breakfast. I want to jog. I want to take a good shower. I want to get and come in and talk to y'all early. We could probably do 2 videos tomorrow. I was thinking about doing that AI video, and I think I'm not going to do it because it's just so vulgar. And then it has music, so y'all won't be able to get the fullness because I don't want to play the music and then get strike for copyright. The trajectory of this channel, y'all, I don't want to destroy what I can monetize. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys showing up. We're gonna let's shoot for 12 tomorrow. Let's do 12 tomorrow. My time, I'm not sure where you guys are at. We got people watching I was looking at the analytics. And we got people watching in different countries. We got people watching in different states. A lot of people watching in Baltimore. A lot of people watching in LA. A lot of people watching out of New York. So the right people are gonna see this. Trust me. The right people are gonna see this. And they're gonna see y'all comments. They're gonna see all that. If I miss y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all in the comments later. And I'm gonna definitely respond to y'all. Let's keep this conversation rolling. In the comments, I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Sabbath. Spend some time with the Lord. All right. It's his day. He gave us all week. He brought us through all week. The least we can do is give him, a good day. So, and now, matter of fact, I won't be back tomorrow. It's the Sabbath. I see y'all on Sunday. But I'll see y'all in the comments. I'm off this. Y'all have a good night.